Alright guys, today we're going to do an install on a Wee Knives banter. So I've installed on a baby banter before, but I've never installed on a regular banter, so let's give it a shot. I'm going to assume it's pretty much the same. Very nice packaging they do. I've heard very good things about the banter, so let's check it out. It is a little small in size, but overall looks like a really nice knife. Fits the hand pretty good. I mean, for me, I'd prefer something a little bit longer. But I am gifting this to a friend of my nephew's who we just went on a hike with. And I told him I'd get him a knife. So I have this one. And I'm going to set it up for him. And I'm sure he's going to enjoy it. So first off, the banter is going to use a Snaggletooth Mini. And all Civivi and Wee knives pretty much use the same M2.5 by 6 millimeter long screw. So if you order for a banter, let me know on the order page that's what you plan to install on. So let's get started. So the first thing is we include a piece of tubing, and this tubing goes over your thumb stud, and this helps to loosen it up because you can use a vice grip. What I did with my vice grips is I filed off the teeth so it doesn't dig, and typically these knives, unlike cold steel, the thumb studs come off fairly easy. I tape it up so we don't damage or scratch the blade. Let me see what the best position is. I always encourage everyone to work with the blade closed, but sometimes it's not possible. So what I'd like to do is just kind of spin it until the Loctite's broken, which it feels like it's broke already. So sometimes you can just twist it with the friction, but it's not enough. So you could use another piece of tubing on the other side, and that acts almost like a socket. And if you're lucky, just with the friction from this, it will come apart. If not, usually I have a second pair of vice grips, same thing, tape it up, and then just make a little bit of pressure, file off the teeth so it's kind of smooth in there, and it won't dig into your thumb stud. It just applies some pressure to be able to remove it. So this one, we're fortunate, it came off fairly easy. So you could leave the tubing on that side, and that'll aid you in assembly. So next step is, let's get that 6 millimeter long screw, put it through the Snaggletooth. Now in these smaller blades, the issue is always clearance. Do you have enough clearance? So we're going to find that out on this. So that's why I like making these videos, is I could do it in real time and let you know if it's a go or no go. So let's set the Snaggletooth on the spine of the blade, which just setting the blade like this, get gravity help you. Push down, snug it up a little bit. Let's see if there's enough clearance. Yep, as you see, the Snaggletooth is sitting on the spine of the blade, and it just clears the liner. Alright, so let's snug it up all the way to make sure it doesn't loosen up during use. And you don't have to apply a lot of pressure, but you don't overdo it. But I mean, it's hard to judge, on video, but it doesn't need to be gorilla strength, we'll say. Just snug it up nicely, and if it's sitting on the spine of the blade, usually you will have no problem with it holding. Alright guys, let's test it out and see how it works on the banter. Alright, let's give it a shot with the Snaggletooth banter. Oh yeah. It's a deep carry, so it's a little bit harder to get used to and deploy, but it definitely works well. Nice. Alright guys, thanks for watching as always.